All right, folks, for this Orange to Blue Belt class, we are going to be going over a couple of important things. We're going to be going over our hop step kicks. We're going to be going over kata kick number 1. Make sure we get that pattern down and start to understand it a little bit better to get prepared for promotion as a higher belt as well. We're also going to be wrapping up our discussion for this month on indomitable spirit, which has been a really big topic for all of us this particular month. So for class today, you are going to want to have a chair with you, right? In a perfect world, your chair is going to be somewhere between as high as your waist or hips to as high as your chest, so you can use it for some balance as we do some of those kicking drills, try and slow down and refine it. But let's get started into class with some warm-ups, and we'll take it from there. All right, now that we're ready to start class, we're going to get going with our warm-up, right? Warm-ups are super important to keep our body healthy, loosen up our muscles, loosen up our joints, get them ready to move without, injuring ourselves, right? So we're going to be doing 4 moves. Each one is 30 seconds, so pretty straightforward. We're going to start off with some jumping jacks. Ready, set, go. Right? So you do your jumping jacks, right? Make sure you're getting your hands up nice and high. Loosen up your shoulders, not just your feet. Elevate your heart rate a little bit. Get breathing, get moving. Right? Just keep going. Right? You go at your own speed. If you're ready to go faster, because you've already been active today, great. If you need to go a little bit slower, right? There's some modifications you can do for this. Right? Jumping jacks aren't the best for you, but that's okay. We're going to move on to the next thing. We're going to do some push-ups, right? And a few different ways to do push-ups. Big thing on your push-up, make sure you get all the way down, chin or chest to the floor. Right, so we're going to get started. Ready, set, and go. And as you do these, right, you may do it a couple different ways, right? I'm going to cut in some video of other ways to do push-ups. The big goal as you do your push-ups, just make sure you get that full range of motion. So if you do maybe 5 to 10 of them with your legs straight, and then the rest with your legs bent, that's fine. The important thing is get that full range of motion and make sure you feel like it's a little bit of a challenge, but definitely something you can handle, right? And good, we're all done with push-ups. Ready to go for the next thing. We're going to be doing some knees with our back leg. Let me show you 1 or 2. It's just like a front kick, only I don't extend. I come up with my knee, and I come back. Come up with my knee, and come back. All right, so it doesn't matter which leg you do. Make sure you're using your back leg though. Ready, set, and go. 30 seconds. It's helpful in martial arts to breathe out as you strike out. Helps you to generate more power. Also helps you to be more relaxed, right? And because you're more relaxed, you're less likely to hurt yourself, right? You get more repetitions in, so you're burning more calories, getting stronger, really very valuable. So, good, all right. Switch your legs. We're doing the exact same thing. We're kneeing with our back leg. Ready, set, and go. All right, now for some of these, I'm actually gonna turn a little bit so you can see. Right, I'm not looking to be super aggressive. And because this is kind of warm up, I wanna make sure that I have my base foot flat on the floor. I wanna be stable, right? Especially if you're on a surface that you don't have 100% sure footing on, right? You don't wanna go too high. You don't want to lean back. You don't want to challenge yourself. It's a warm-up. Good, all right, and that's 30 seconds of those knees. All right, so we're all done with warm-ups. Let's get into the main part of the class where we work on curriculum. Okay, so today we're going to be reviewing the basic pattern of our form for orange belts through blue belts right now, which is called kata kick 1. Now, kata kick 1 is a pretty simple pattern. It's got 4 moves that then you turn around and you go back the other way and you do the same 4 moves, right? But our goal today is to try and work on that pattern. And as we work on that pattern, I want to teach you a little trick that really is helpful for at-home training, which is just saying the name of the kick that you're doing, right? Or say what you're doing, describe it to yourself, right? By doing it and saying it, it will help you to remember it more quickly, right? And you also hear yourself saying it again, so that's actually 3 times you kind of get that input into your body by doing it, saying it, and hearing it. The chances of you remembering the next day go up significantly, right? You tend to learn about 3 to 4 times faster, at least the pattern, by doing it, saying it, and hearing it. So I strongly encourage you, if you're at home, to say the moves in the form as you do them. Don't shout them out really loud and scare your neighbor. I guess if you're alone in the house, shouting out actually does make it so you remember it more, but that can be very rude if you have mom upstairs or dad downstairs or your son in the next room, whatever it is. Trying to be respectful of your house, but just say what you're doing. So with that being said, I'm going to show it to you once. I'm going to do it once towards you, right? And then coming back, and then we're going to talk about it. And by the way, I'm mirroring, so I'm going to be using my left leg when I say right leg. It's typically how I demonstrate these things, but don't think that I'm getting it wrong. I'm just mirroring on purpose, right? So we start off with a right leg roundhouse kick. We land closed. Then we do a right leg lead leg side kick. We still land closed. We reset to open. We're in our fighting stance. We're going to do our left leg roundhouse kick, land closed, and then we do a left leg back step side kick. All right, once we're here, we just turn around. We do the same thing going the other direction. I use my left leg roundhouse kick. I land closed. I do a lead leg side kick, which was the next move with that same leg. Right? I stepped open. By the way, you shouldn't be looking backwards when I'm talking to you folks. Then I'm going to be doing my right leg roundhouse kick. Again, I land closed, and then I do my back step side kick. All right? So I'm going to show you that one more time. I'm going to go sideways. I'm not going to talk as much for this one, and I'm going to be doing my natural side. I'm not going to be mirroring. All right? So roundhouse, side kick, step open, roundhouse, back step side kick, turn, roundhouse, side kick, step open, roundhouse, back step side kick. All right. So with that out of the way, we're going to get practicing together now, right? And what we're going to do is we're going to just break this down into pieces, right? Whenever you're learning a pattern of something, it can be helpful to break it down into chunks. So we're going to do the first 2 steps. Then we'll do 3, then we'll do 5, and go from there. So make sure you have some room. Oh, by the way, almost forgot. If you don't have enough room to do this full combination, right? I know when I was practicing as a kid, I couldn't practice my form completely in my own room without having to shift my feet. So what you may end up doing is do a couple of the kicks and then have to move back so you can do the next kick. And then maybe you have to move back again so you don't kick the wall when you do your next kick, right? That's perfectly normal. It's perfectly fine, right? Though I would encourage you not to talk to yourself about that. Don't say, oh, step back away from the wall in terms of including that in your instruction, right? So here we go, just doing the first 2 moves. Right roundhouse, right lead leg side kick. All right, let's reset. Okay, so we go from 2 moves to 3 moves. Right roundhouse, right lead leg side kick, step to open. All right, reset. We're gonna do 5 moves. Ready? Right roundhouse, right lead leg side kick, step to open, left roundhouse, and left back step side kick. Okay, so now if you're following along, we're going to do those same 5 moves, but this time I'm not going to say what to do, though I do encourage you, like I said before, for you to say what to do. Right? I'll count the moves. I'll be demoing them, so if you're not sure, you can look. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now we're going to do that again. This time, I'm not going to show you. I'll say the move. I'll say like 1 roundhouse, right? But see if you can remember for yourself. So set yourself up, right leg and back. Here we go. And 1 roundhouse, 2 lead leg side kick, 3 step open, 4 left roundhouse, 5 back step side kick. Okay, so now if you're having a hard time remembering the pattern, I would encourage you to either pause this or rewind and do it again, okay? But if you feel pretty confident with that, we're gonna move on to the next side, right? And we're gonna just do the second half by itself, right? So we're gonna be starting off with just our left leg roundhouse kick. We're not trying to put the 2 pieces together just yet. We're breaking it up into chunks, right? So you're gonna set up in a fighting stance with your left leg and back, right? We're all gonna follow along, so do it with me. Ready, left roundhouse, land closed, and then we've got our left lead leg side kick. All right, so we're gonna reset. That's 2 moves. Now we're gonna switch it to 3 moves. Ready? Left roundhouse, land closed, lead leg side kick. That's 2, land closed, and now step to open. All right, so we've got our 3 moves, right? We're gonna go again. Ready? Fighting stance. Left roundhouse, land closed, lead leg side kick, land closed. Step to open is 3, right? Now, right roundhouse. That's 4, and now right bicep side kick, and that's 5. Okay, now, little tip. If you feel like you know this pattern, you're pretty comfortable, this is too easy for you, you can challenge yourself in other aspects of the form that you really know, right? So maybe you're thinking about keeping your hands up, maybe you're thinking about placement, maybe you're thinking about kicking higher, right? It's not a bad idea to self-lead, right? But if you're struggling, remembering the pattern, don't worry about those things. Focus on just getting the pattern. So we're going to do those 5 again one more time. Okay, we're going to do it together, kind of normal, and then we'll start giving you a little bit less support. So we start right legs in back, roundhouse. Lead leg side kick with that right leg. Step to open, that's 3. Roundhouse kick is 4. Good, and bicep side kick is 5. Okay, we're going again. This time I will demonstrate, right? I will count to 5, but I won't say the name of the thing. Hopefully you can still remember and say the name. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now this time I'll say the name and count, but I won't demonstrate. So set yourself up. I'll demonstrate how you set up. Make sure you have your left leg in back. Ready? Here we go. And 1, left roundhouse kick. 2, left lead leg side kick. 3, step open. 4, right roundhouse kick. 5, right bicep side kick. Okay, so now I'm just going to count to 5. See if you can do the thing. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so hopefully you got that. If you feel like you know what you're doing, great, and you can move on, go ahead and do it. If you're struggling with that, maybe you're getting confused, you're still thinking, pause the video, practice a couple times by yourself, maybe even rewind and see it again, right? But otherwise, we're gonna keep moving on to the last way we're doing this. We're gonna try and do the whole thing, okay? Now, when I do the whole thing, I'm gonna do it sideways because it's easier for you to see the turn, which is the one part that we really haven't covered, okay? But if you wanna do it forward, you wanna do it sideways, it doesn't really matter. We are gonna go a little bit slow the first time, and then we're gonna do it fast a couple times, and then we're good to go. So you set yourself up in a fighting stance, you have your right leg in back. Okay, I have my right leg back, I'm not mirroring, I'm doing it. Right, 1 roundhouse, 2 lead leg side kick, 3 step open, 4 roundhouse kick, 5 back step side kick. And now from here, all you do is just turn face the other way. Your feet really don't move very much. You just have to turn around and you should be in a good fighting stance. And 6, we got roundhouse kick. 7, we got lead leg side kick. 8, we got fighting stance. 9, we got roundhouse kick. And 10, we got back step side kick. Okay, we're gonna do that one time with a little bit of speed, right? When I say go, you'll go. Maybe you're faster than me, maybe you're slower than me. I'm gonna go with kind of a medium speed, right? But just try and do the best you can. If you struggle with the pattern, pause the video, redo it until you get the whole thing, right? So get yourself set up, right leg and back. Ready, set, go. All right, so if you're still working, keep working, right? If you're done, awesome. Let's get moving on to the next part of class, right? Where we can keep working on getting those stripes. All right, so we're wrapping up our understanding of indomitable spirit this month with talking about when it's time to stop trying to solve the problem by yourselves, right? So there's a lot of courage in spending time working on a problem that we're encountering, right? So we have a project to do at home. And it's great that you spend time and say, you know what, I don't need help on this right now. I'm going to do this by myself. I want to learn and develop this skill. Okay, that's fantastic, right? However, there does come a time where it's useful and important to ask for help, right? And people ask for help all the time, right? If you have a problem at your house, right, intelligent people ask for help, right? So if your house is on fire, hopefully it's not, but if your house is on fire, what would an intelligent person do, right? They'd go to an expert, right? Someone who has experience with it. So if your house was on fire, you wouldn't call, I don't know, the vet. You're like, hey, I want to speak to my vet. My house is on fire, right? The vet doesn't know what to do, right? Maybe they do, but probably they don't, right? You call the fire department. You call 911, someone who's an expert in dealing with that problem, right? So what I'd like you to do, here's your little exercise for the day. So I want you to think of a couple of challenges that you've dealt with, right? Or maybe you're actively dealing with, right? Something that you struggled with, and then think of someone who would be a good person to go to for help, right? And I got to tell you, almost everyone who cares about you loves to be able to help you, especially if you come to them and you say, hey, you know what? I'm having a hard time with this. Can you help me? Right? I know when I have a student who comes to me and says, Sensei, I'm having a hard time getting ready for my black belt promotion. I'm having a hard time with my home training or being respectful at home or whatever it is, right? I'm always happy to help because I know that person is going to grow from asking for help, right? And I ask for help all the time, right? And you should too. So like I said, think of 2 different challenges you faced maybe in the last month, right? And then think of 2 people you could go to help you with those challenges. And the things you're looking for is someone who's got experience with the problem, right? So if if your house is on fire, call the fire department, right? Hopefully it's not on fire, right? And 2, right, someone who cares about you and is willing to help, right? So teachers, family are great options there, right? So think about that, right? But for now, let's get ready for the rest of class. All right, so we're going to get to work on some of our roundhouse kick details, and in particular a hop step roundhouse kick. And for this, we're going to be using a chair or a stool or something like that you can hold on to for balance. Okay, it's going to make it much, much easier for us to do this kick slowly with a lot more control over our body. Now, what we're going to start with is you're going to start right behind the chair with both hands on it. So if you can look at it from this side, it's right in front of me, right? And I can hold on to it with 2 hands. And what you're going to do is you're going to take the foot that's closest to me, right? And you're just going to raise it up and bring it down. Raise it up, bring it down. Again, I'm going to show you from the side so you get a look at what it looks like. Let's bring my leg up, bring my leg down. Bring my leg up, and bring my leg down. Now the key thing that we're looking for as you do this is that your foot is pointed, right? So we're going to cut in a little image of what that looks like. But when you do your roundhouse kick, if your foot is pointed, you're going to be much safer than if your foot is flexed. Okay? So all we're going to do right now is we're going to do 10 on one leg, then 10 on the other. All right, so here we go. We're going to pick up our lead leg. We go 1 with your toes pointed, 2 with your toes pointed, 3. Now other things you might be thinking about. 4 is keeping your posture. 5, you don't want to lean over the chair. 6, you can lean back. 7, but you don't want to lean forward. 8, this is good. This is bad. 9 and 10. Okay, so now, if you need to, you can go the other direction. I'm going to turn, actually I'm going to turn this way. You can see this from the side a little bit. Using my other leg, straight up, straight down. And 1, 2, 3. Again, you can see I'm leaning away from my leg. 4, but I'm not leaning over the chair. 5, 6, and this is good for the muscles. 8 that we use to do your kick. 9 and 10. Okay, so now we're going to add in just the bending and snapping of a roundhouse kick, right? Now, one of the keys to a good roundhouse kick is that when you do it, it goes sideways, right? It doesn't go up. So that's what we're going to be working on right now. We're going to do a lead leg roundhouse kick. It looks like this. You bring up your leg, and you can see my foot is the same height as my knee, basically, right? And then I extend it out, bring it back in, put it down. When you do this, think of it like counting 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. If you try and rush and you just go 2, 4, it doesn't make it better, right? It makes it wrong. So from here, 1 is your leg is up and bent, 2 is out, 3 is in, 4 is down. I'm going to show you one more time from the side so you get a sense of what that looks like. 1 is up, 2 is out, 3 is in, 4 is down. And again, you can see that I'm leaning a little bit. That's perfectly fine, unless you're leaning over the chair or the table or whatever you're using. Okay, here we go. We're going to do 10 on each side. So we come up, bent, kick, that's 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 2. Again, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 6. And when you're doing this, you might feel like it's burning a little bit. That's good. Right? We're working on those muscles a little bit, making them stronger. 8, 9. You get to think, who am I kicking? Nice and slow. Let's just do one more for fun, because I'm thinking about kicking some people. Maybe I'm thinking about kicking you. I don't know. All right, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to use the other leg. I'm going to turn sideways. If you are holding on to something you can't move like a wall, feel free to kick away from me, right? If you're able to move the thing around and move to the other side of it, well, you can kick whichever way you want. Just use your other leg. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. And you can see we're working on going slow. 4, 2, 3, 4. Slower is better for this. 5, 2, 3, 4. If you're beating me, you're kind of losing. Ready? 6, 2, 3, 4. It's a slow contest. Good. 7, 2, 3, 4. 8, 2, 3, 4. 9, 2, 3, 4. Who's the slowest of them all? And 10, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we've done lead leg roundhouse kick, and that really sets us up to do a hop step roundhouse kick. The only difference on a hop step roundhouse kick is that you have to move in, grab, and kick. So if you look at it from the side, I start kind of not directly behind the chair, but a little bit off to the side. You may have to play with your footwork to get this right, but basically, if you have one foot behind the chair, you're in a good place. The other foot not behind the chair. So what you're going to do is you're going to step in, both hands in the chair, just like we did. Okay? I'll show you from the other side. Again, I have like one foot behind the chair, one foot not. I step in, so both feet are behind the chair. I can do my roundhouse kick. All right? So I'm going to do these sideways because these are easier to sense, kind of the movement, if I'm looking at it this way. But you can do it whichever way you want. Right? So here we go. Step behind with both feet. 2, 3, 4. Come back down. Up. 2, 2, 3, 4. Right? Make sure when you step, your feet don't cross. They come together. Together. Up. Kick. In. Down. And then step back apart. And you can see I have one foot still behind that chair. It's hidden. The other one's not. Right? 4. I think that's 4. Could be 3, but that's okay. We'll call this one 5. Step in. Right? And again, this chair lets me slow down. 6, so I can pay attention. Are my toes pointed? Is my foot coming across sideways? Am I bringing my feet together? Or are they crossing? Hopefully they're coming together. Together. Kick. Good. Again. Together. Kick. Good. Let's do 2 more. I lost count because I was talking. In, up, out, in, down. 1 more on this leg. Together, up, out, in, down. Okay. So now that we've done one side, all we got to do is do the other. Okay? So again, you start with maybe your other foot behind the chair, going the other way, or the table, or whatever it is. Right? I'm going to do a few of these towards you so you get a sense of the movement. Right? Again, step together. Don't cross them. Bring it up. Kick it out. Bring it in. Put it down. And again, slow is good. You can go slower than me. That's a good thing. Right? Because it's really forcing you to strengthen the muscles that we use to kick. Right? Develop our control, our balance. We're working on that good posture right? So again, we can lean away from the kick, but we can't lean over the chair. It looks like we're sleepy, right? Let's do what, 5 more. Together, up, kick, in, down. 4 more. Up, out, in, down. 3 more. Make sure your feet come together, but they don't cross. 2 more. We're almost there. Together, up, out, in, down. 1 more. Together, up, out, in, down. Okay, so if you're having a hard time doing your hop, step, roundhouse kick, this is a fantastic drill for getting that form down. We have other things we might do for speed, for accuracy, but if you do this, you're going to find so much stronger. Your kicks can get higher, have much better balance, much better control. Right? So keep at it. For now, we're going to get ready for the next part of class. All right, folks, so we're going to end today's class with a little bit of a challenge with regards to your hop, step, roundhouse kick, right? Now, we should all know hop, step, roundhouse kick now. So what we're going to be doing is I am going to challenge you to a race in your hop, step, roundhouse kick. Okay, so this is honor system because I'm not going to be able to watch you check, but your goal is to be able to defeat me, right? Go faster than me. If, let's say you're an orange belt or a green belt or a blue belt, your goal is to be able to do it at least 5 times. Okay? If you're a higher belt, your goal is to be able to beat me at least 7 times. We're going to try. I'll give you 10 chances, right? And again, I'm not going my fastest, right? So you probably have a good chance of beating me today, right? Things that you have to do, though, again, using the honor system, is you've got to kick higher than your belt. Okay? So it's easy to beat me if you're like, ha, Sensei Jeff, I'm so much faster than you. You're slow and old. And like, yeah, it's painfully true. Anyway, point is, you're going to do your hop, step, roundhouse kick, and you're going to try and beat. Okay? Now, we'll start kind of easy. The first couple, I'll make sure I, play fair. All right, so we're in our fighting stance. We're ready, right? So we're looking a little bit alive. We're moving our feet. Right? Go. Okay? And your goal is not only to kick fast, but also to get back fast. Right? So if you didn't beat me all the way back, right, you only kicked in the first part, don't count that as a win. But that was 1 try. You get 9 more. We'll see if you can beat me at least 5 times or 7 times. Go. All right, hopefully you beat me. Right? Keep going. Go. That was a little faster one. I try to go a little fast in that one. Go. Okay, good. I'm going to turn for some of these just because, variety's the spice of life. We're looking alive. Go. Good. I'm going to switch my legs. Right? You can switch legs if you want. Right? Go. That's 6 turns. We got 4 more chances to beat me. If you've already won, you can keep playing, or you can stop the video, whatever it is. Go. Pretty good. 3 more. Go. 2 more chances. Hopefully you get a bunch already. Go. And wait. Go. All right. So if you beat me, great, right? You're done for the day, right? If you didn't, you can either try again, right? Or you can come back another day and give this a shot, right? So great job today in class. Look forward to seeing you soon.